you learning grammar rules or thinking about verbs, nouns, and clauses. It's because your internal language software already knows what language is supposed to sound like. Cool, huh? Third, the doctor stuck a dagger in the heart of the learn a ton of words and study for years myth by focusing language learning on a few core function words, which you can think of as building blocks. Words that you use every day, the words that children naturally just pick up in their everyday lives. See, you might think that you need to learn thousands upon thousands of words to learn a new language. But in reality, the core vocabulary you need to get by in a new language and even sound like a native speaker is tiny. And when you focus on those function words, your mind automatically learns grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation all at once, and without any of the mind-numbing study of traditional language learning. Finally, Dr. Pimsleur established his core principle of anticipation, showing that requiring students to anticipate the answer to a question drastically lessened how long it took for them to learn. If you've tried to learn a new language before, you've probably felt that deer-in-the-headlights feeling when someone asks you a question, and you desperately dig through your memory trying to figure out what to say in response. Using Dr. Pimsleur's anticipation principle, you actually learn to predict what someone is asking for. So you have the answer ready instantly, without having to work at it, and without having to panic. Summing it up, according to Dr. Pimsleur's research, in order to rapidly and easily learn a second language, you just need to do 4 things. 1. You need to hear the language spoken by native speakers in everyday situations, and utterly ignore writing and reading until the core hooks of the language are deep in your mind. 2. You need to anticipate the answers to questions to truly engage your mind in the learning process. 3. You need to focus on core function words and phrases used in everyday conversation. 4. You need to practice for only 30 minutes a day, even if you have to break it up throughout the day, such as while getting dressed, commuting to work, or while you're on your lunch break. When Dr. Pimsleur's research got out, it sent shockwaves through the language learning world. Over 25 million people all over the world have used Dr. Pimsleur's methods to start speaking dozens of different languages fast, without textbooks, without vocab lists, and without working at the language at all. Heck, Dr. Pimsleur's techniques have been sourced by military and government agencies like the FBI and NSA. And you know they wouldn't be buying just any method unless it had a long track record of success. Now, if you're like a lot of people, you might be thinking, okay, you've convinced me there's a faster and easier way to speak a new language, but how do I actually do it? I'm glad you asked, because with your permission, I'd like to introduce you to the Quick and Simple course, Speak Any Language in Just 10 Short Days. The Quick and Simple course is a step-by-step audio program based on Dr. Pimsleur's proven methods and is designed to take you from knowing nothing about a language to mastering the basics in just 10 short days. And it works even if you don't speak a single word of that language now, even if you flunked your language classes in high school, and even if you think you're just plain bad at foreign languages. Now, am I saying you'll be 100% fluent in your new language just 10 days from now? Not at all. But I am saying that when you grab this shockingly affordable course and go through it like millions have before, you'll rapidly, almost unconsciously learn how to order at a restaurant without needing anyone to translate. Tell someone you love them. Ask for or give directions. Talk about yourself, what you want, what you need, and what you dream of. Rent a car. Travel without a guide. Listen in on conversations wherever you go. Even better, if you're like most of the thousands and thousands of people who've gone through this program, you'll sound like you were born there. Native speakers will stop in their tracks and comment on your flawless accent. You'll start thinking in your new language whenever you speak it. You'll find yourself responding to questions automatically without having to scour your memory for the right word to say. And you'll be on your way to truly mastering a second language and smiling as you look forward to learning your third or even your fourth. Your Quick and Simple course comes on 4 CDs, which will rush to your door today. And going through the course is as simple as putting on your headphones for 30 minutes a day for just 10 short days. All you need to do is sit back, push play, and let the audio guide you. It really is that easy, and you can use the program anytime, anywhere, even while you're doing something else. In fact, if you're like our thousands of ecstatic customers, you'll learn your second language on your lunch break, during your drive or walk to work, while getting dressed in the morning, while shaving, while working out, while cooking, while washing the dishes. Anytime you've got a pair of headphones and a few minutes. Your Quick and Simple course is available in 16 languages, including our most popular ones, such as Spanish, French, Italian, German, Mandarin Chinese, which is the official language in mainland China, Taiwan, and Singapore, as well as Eastern Arabic, Egyptian Arabic, Cantonese Chinese, which is mainly spoken in Hong Kong, Greek, Hebrew, Japanese, Korean, Polish, Brazilian Portuguese, Russian, Vietnamese. The Pimsleur approach is based on over 50 years of scientific research. It's been used by and tested on millions of people all over the world and is scientifically designed to lock language in your brain. Just listen to what Monica had to say. This is fantastic. I've always wanted to speak Egyptian Arabic, and I've been trying for the past 2 years. Nothing worked till now. Within the first week of using your quick and simple course, I learned more than I managed to learn during those 2 years. I'm so amazed. Thank you so much. You've made one of my biggest dreams come true. Here's one of my favorites from Drayton. I used to have to visit our office in Frankfurt regularly to review work being created for our biggest client, American Express. It was embarrassing because I couldn't speak the language, not a word. I knew what a difference it made because when I went to our offices in Madrid or Paris, I had enough French and Spanish to get by. I took Pimsleur German on vacation with me in Barbados. I spent less than an hour every day for 7 days. I strolled up and down each morning outside our chalet looking at the ocean, headphones on, listening and repeating. When I went to Frankfurt shortly afterwards, my colleagues were really astonished. So was I, to be honest. And those are just a few of the tens of thousands of emails we've received from incredibly satisfied men and women from around the world after using this simple, proven system. Okay, this sounds amazing, and I'm interested. How do I get started? Honestly, this is the only course like this in existence, so there's nothing to compare it to. So let's just think of the alternatives you could try, or you've already tried, to learn a second language, get ahead in your career, or be able to mingle with locals in any country you visit. You could try buying that expensive yellow-covered software program you see heavily advertised at the mall and airport. You know, Rosetta Stone. After visiting a kiosk, you might walk away spending $700 just to get started. And if you're like most people who try software programs, you'll find yourself frustrated and annoyed at having